Hmm. Hey, Sam. How's it going? Shit finally works, and I was able to get through that one stuck instance. I beg your pardon, the woman who bested Gaius von Balsar wishes to offer me her assistance. I say this is highly irregular, though I've heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it's important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause, and so forth. You may take down the statements in this log, and Ark, thank you for your service, now and ever after. Egg! I must egg it along. How you doing, Sam? Have you gone to sleep yet? That's alright. I was just a cook before this simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend help and help feed some refugees one day. I took the liking to the fighters. They believed, you know? And there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever their foraging parties turn up. Want to help, do you? Seeing as you have my position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Teb for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so, whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not haphazard as it would seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Hey, McDonald. All I know is shit's working, and I'm gonna go as long as I can until shit stops working. And the other thing I learned is don't emote. To save your life, don't emote. You look like a strider in search of comrades' needs. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve. Yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. The number 5 in all, there would be warriors. Send them onto me should you chance to find them.
Thank you for the sub, Tans McDonald.
This is a run around and help everybody thing. Why not? Why do I need to save lives, perhaps, or to make amends for the ones that couldn't? My father and brothers who worked here to death were building a castrum when it didn't matter the Garlands. More than that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Okay, so some of them are actually like. Oh, there's so many people over here. No? Without recruit. I know I'm late, but I'm saying proper to my say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Mm. Oh my chocobo. Aren't you the icon slayer? Damned if I would know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the resistance. But it's simple. If it wasn't fighting for Alameda, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or you're not. And if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food training, citizenship, if you live long enough, you'll die stealing someone else's land, like it or not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. A little bit at a time. Somewhere? There it is. Bring. Oh, whatever. You did this thing and you're now late. Oh well. Shit happens. This guy's brooding. You're brooding elsewhere. Hey. What are you up to today, Sam? What is this, Diablo 3? Nope. It's Final Fantasy 14. Hmm. What are you trying to find here? That's the question. Search for the missing recruits. Hmm. Where could he be hiding? Hopefully not in the massive. That would suck. So much. Where's Hamster? Yeah. Does his own thing now. I don't know what he's doing. To be particularly honest. You still play Warframe? Yep. I do. In fact, Wednesday I'll be playing some more. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Gentleman approaches. Imperials were so kind. 'Tis a thankless job, them say, but I rival survivals think farewell. Okay. Where's this herb at, though? There we go. Hamster. I played a bunch of single player games for the course of for like a month, and he's decided that he was going to go play Ark Survival Evolved with one of his other buddies. He has he's still around, but basically what it comes down to is that unless you're playing a game that he's interested in playing, he doesn't bother to play it with you. Pretty much what it comes down to. Maybe in the future. Play something together again. I don't know. Yeah, he has zero interest in playing Warframe, so. Hey, zombie. The future's where all the good games at. Why join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, I was to avenge a friend with periods butchered before my eyes back in Omnigo. We owned a stall in the markets. A passing soldier snatched a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him and only got a full steel in the gut for his trouble. I found my way here, and that was that. Oh, sadness. How you doing, zombie? Grand Turismo Sport. Oh, Matt, have you spoken with the Freedom Fighters? Yup. My fastness they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bear their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, the tempestuous times pass into memory. Their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. You must never forget, my friend. Never. Got back from camping. Why'd you go camping? Well, I couldn't have got. Where could it have got to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a word of the destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground as if certain bloody fool had dropped it. I, it'd been him. I had it this morning. That was much I know for certain. I have not left the reach since, so it's got to be around here somewhere. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around the officers' pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know. I could just easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. Yay! More fetch quests. I've been trying to play this game all weekend, and unfortunately we got stuck on a bug. Like, just the whole game in general got stuck on a queuing issue that has now been resolved, thankfully. So 3 days after the game launched in the early access, I can actually play it. Random Mount Roulette is the best. I swear I search high and low. Here you go. Stonehells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, sister. Before I was born, my mother made pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like me, received the blessing of the monks. At TheArkaras came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard, and after him came the Garlands, who cared even less for our beliefs. Camping was more of an invite for my needs from my wife's side. I still keep the old ways and do so many others, and there's my son is I'll teach him stories and scriptures my mother taught me. Okay, I've helped people. Helped me no longer have to be here. With that, another task is complete. I could hear you've been keeping busy. That she has, and we thank her for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed a moment ago, I would have you present my proposal for assault on Cantilium Veladonia to General Alden personally. Of course, sir. Are you and your others planning to return to Castrum Orange before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? These are fine suggestions, but I must consult my comments or we depart. Very well, I'll wait for your pass, but not too long. I expect Krill and Nishtal wish to remain here to support the excursion, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them. Yet, I've been watching for 2 days, yet you were not using a cam. I wasn't using a cam because I was doing something incredibly boring. Not only that, it's a little less humid today. I need to sit down and complete my order, though, for the dehumidifier, or it's going to continue to be a problem. We'll see how long I last under the lights. Oh, this is why everybody was mixed up here. Here's a cutscene. Is Autumnus? I see that would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. The joint operation makes a turning point in our conflict with the Garlands. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture Imperial outposts in occupied territory. Personally, I believe this is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not the choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalf. This is war, and every side must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for all amigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. Hey, Zoe. Though your fever is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am, of course, of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and the further complication of my existence, Ilbert's primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly openly intervene. Out this foregone conclusion, given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I'm still wholeheartedly committed to this cause, for it's ultimately the self-same cause I've served since I was pledged to serve Master Louisoix in the circle of knowing, the salvation of yours by all means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. How are you doing, Zoe? I came here from Infinity, and that hasn't changed. However, I would like to stay with Stola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you are to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the woman who slew Gaius van Balsar and some half-dozen brambles besides. Your presence may well prove a difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every sign, must decide for yourself. What will you say? I will fight for the Empire. It poses too great a threat. We can but carry on for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. As long as there is battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I'll do what I must. Ouch. We can but carry on. I don't always read good. Well said indeed. Take care, Shoda, Creel, and do not hesitate to contact us when you require assistance. Liz, I would ask you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go. On Mongo will leave without us. Every time I was expecting huge boost time. Nope. Might I persuade you to join us, Ark? You should wish to give your decision further consideration. Castrum Orions would seem the apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I'm sure you can convince Monago to wait a little longer. It just bobs up and down. It's hilarious. Zangetsu Zerging is zombie, guys. If you weren't aware. Do you accompany us? Full glad I am to hear it. Al said excellent. And let's be off. I wish. Oh boy. We'll see how far I get before I get hit by some other bug. Wait. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I am come from Commander's Camp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. Roban has been defeated! How's it going, Jamie? As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad eager to strike while Iron... That Raubon Extreme, though, Jamie... It was just too much. Too much for me. Just so general, he purposed that we begin preparation to joint operation to capture Castellum Veladonia. Capture Veladonia? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are to push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Galleons learn of our plan to summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances, bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladonia washed. Assassin defenses. Every fortress has weakness, and I would know this one. If there's no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Turpin? I wonder if Ark is real. Nah. Got the game Thief last night, yet don't know I'm going to have time to play it. Ouch. People light so much on Extreme, I heard it took people over 20 hours to defeat him. More like 48 hours to defeat him. Crowner in general are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could stay the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses we will suffer in the meantime. Anyway, we should speak to the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission, see how you'd like to proceed. Hey, pardon! Thank you for volunteering to join me. This will be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we don't have ill fortune to run afoul of Imperial Patrol. Come, our destination is beyond the east end, just north of Veladonia. He's picking this ship. I don't know why. Definitely much more impressive in the air. I'll give it that. I have not. The moment that we have a confirmed release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, then I'll probably play them. Which is never going to happen. Holy crap, there's a shit ton of people here. Not nearly as much as trying to get through, What was that noise? Be close enough. Now we settle in for the long watch. That said, it's prudent to keep your weapons ready in the event of passing patrol summons upon us, or worse. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will be played in sequence. Recommend that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Proceed. I have it right here, though. I mean... Literally right here. Here's 2.8 right here. We got 1.5 and 2.5 over in the...
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Relga's Reach.
No, I'll play it at some point. I've got so many games to catch up on, it's ridiculous.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Why, Zangit? Oh shit.
Forward!
Shit just got real.
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine.
Ooh.
Meffred! He'll take you!
That's fine, zombie. I'm not terribly worried about it. I'd rather have all of it than having something missing.
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
What the shit? How useless is that?
7 hells. It's him. It's Xenos.
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man!
Thought it was a gun. No, it's his sword holster.
So spirited, and yet so empty.
That Magitech armor, bro.
Please run!
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
You're still a no.
Your shoulder!
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
You want to watch Final Fantasy 15 again? Oh fuck.
Kryl!
More like yes, Nola.
Alpha
Well, she was bound to die anyway. She'd probably come back, but
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
shit hit the fan is
Found
what
it.
happened.
If we lose the reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place
Let's
is
go
at the
take
reach.
on an
We must offer
army.
such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern. If If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Voice of the law just don't seem to fit, but they're so damn awesome anyway. Yup. I agree with that. God help us, they're killing everyone.
It's all over now.
Kill everything that ever lived. Got it. It was this question which I was dressed as a pig, needless to say the mood was severely ruined. You guys coming down the ramp? No? Okay. It's the giant pig slaughtering mercilessly people from... Yes. So good. So glad that they fixed the instances, though. I need a year, but I don't know what the young one might running around while girls' house are all cleaning. Damn. What? Okay. I don't know, somebody died. How many people dying? And wild bacon trying to save them. Damn, NPC was useless. All of them?
It's all over now.
Breaking limits like only a true warrior of light could. Brilliant conviction. You guys fighting? No, you're waiting for me to engage somebody. I think it's that straggler over there died last time. Yep. That's what it is. It's the fucking stragglers that are getting poked by the Magitech armors doing it. So to go poke them, pull them off of them, otherwise they'll just die. Error.
It's all over now.
And those bioterrors with their rock powers. Alright. Come here, buddy. No more dying. I'm actually pretty confident the NPCs won't get themselves killed. The ones that are actually with me. The other freaking dragons. Okay. Over here.
For the glory of the flames!
Eat off them. You say no more dying, but in the world of Jeff Golden, life finds a way. Sadly. I was actually watching Lost World earlier today. It took Lisa and the others deep inside. Yes, we're protecting campfires. Ow, where's my reinforcements? There we go.
Rebels gone!
I'm handling blood for blood terribly. Get wrecked. Hey, you better run. Run! Boom.
What took you so long? Alpha, no, I need your help. My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
That hair, though.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain
He's
me. will
back. Oh, damn. Hey, Black Note.
As one!
Be gone!
Ow! Holy bejesus.
Give me something to remember.
Oh shit. Okay. You done with your freaking swords? Whoa. I don't even know what's going on right now. Fudge. Only work here. Your hair looking different from today? Using a new shampoo? My hair has it right out.
Now.
Oh shit. Woo! Woo! Alright, handling chat with this guy's crazy power. OP most definitely. How long is this supposed to go on for? Dear God. Where do these freaking swords come from? That's what I want to know. Be gone, vein splitter. Try doing 1,000 years of death on him. Damn.
Pathetic.
That hurts my pride, sir.
Seven hells.
With that hair, the man is definitely worth it. Well, that's the thing. You take them out of their freaking Magitech armor, and they're weak as shit.
Shall we give chase, General? Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded. Aye, sir.
Just pisses me off that
You all right, lass?
I think my pride may have taken a knock. Yeah. Exactly what I said.
Foe could best the likes of you.
Watch another man of arms forge. Iruban was just stopping people from progressing so they couldn't witness how pathetic they truly are. Now we know the truth. Warrior of Light is rubbish. Damn. Damn.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Time for popcorn.
Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Who would have won if you had a man character? Nope.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
Hey, Blur. How's it going? Oh, you
The
Tom?
worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp 2 would be better served in the infirmary.
They're actually
Just take
cashews,
them
but
there
yeah.
without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Burr.
Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Even the might of bacon couldn't defeat the man in his majestic hair. You did well, Ark. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. See the wounded, Ark. If they live, help them. If not, move on. I'm hacking. Hi, Tom. Effort. Bluebird, why? Bifford lies motionless, having breathed his last, clenched in his fist a small charm which you take for safety. It was already cold when we got to him. There was naught we could do. The charm must have been important, yet best take it to Conrad. Tom's talking to himself. Nego Mifrid, where are you? He's dead, isn't he? Mifford was warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 malms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though they made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men to Corymil away because he thought he was fighting for them and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. He was exactly the kind of man who should be leader, the kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls in heat of battle, who could be but do our best as he did? Mefrid, who will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us, now more than ever. Have fun. Aye, they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him, is all. I am not a father. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total humiliation. We are powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we can afford to dwell on our future. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Garber's Regis is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time and finish what they've begun. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by Chocobo carriage. Agreed? Why is there no happy YouTube day? Because that would be really weird. Good, I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that you might prove useful during the journey. May not be a father, but we still call you daddy. Oh man. Work me, but it is rude that I continue preparing medicines for the wound. If you desire treatment, I must ask you to seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you're free to search the barber and take which you require. I would not have people dying in rude. I would assist you, but the process demands my undivided attention. Dealing supplies. Because I can. I should do these quests while I'm here, though. There's something I would ask of you. I joined the resistance against my mother's wishes. She awaits me back in my hometown. Lucky still be here after the last battle, but I don't want to take her love for granted anymore. Please deliver this bandana to Mother in Alagana on my behalf. I tell her I said thank you. I want her to know and understand why she objected to me joining the fight against the Empire. Miss Marshall Truman said you might have something for me. Full be praised. This would put the driver's heart at ease. Tell the vice marshal we await his orders. Yashul and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by your side the entire time. Thank you, Creel. I'll walk alongside. They need to be protected in case the Garlands try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I shall see you on the wall when it's finished. As you wish, then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. Grassroom Oriens. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ooh, a belt. You saved a good many men. I cannot thank you for enough for that. But the fact remains, the forces were decimated. In this state, we should not be mounting assault on Castrum, Velodonia, or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castrum Oriens. Understood. We'll go to speak with General Aldean. Una has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search for the Reach and surrounding area. As far as he can tell, Xenos and his men returned straight away to speculate Imperatus after quitting the palace. It would seem he lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but how you spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You do not leave him to fight for another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away, but Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, there's neither time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum and Orient as we discuss our path forward there. Okay. Can you lend me a hand? I rushed here after hearing Ralger's Reach to be attacked by the Empire, bringing all the goods I could carry with me. One of the weapons I brought was a blowgun. I think it's a fairly useful tool, but none of the resistant fighters seem to agree. Can you help me with them? See how handy it is? I don't serve them well in the fight. Simply do not realize it. Please meet me at the targets I have set up. Okay. It's the blow darts. We didn't have the blow darts. Should you choose a target before blowing with all your might? What? Absolute fires from 6 by your split. I was able to get enough of the enemy if you could use a blowgun to shoot a poison dart into the right in their neck. I would come quite in handy in the right situation. I got the idea from Almegan I met in Black Shroud. He said he'd even seen some locals hunting with it and wondered if the Resistance could find a use for it. This goes to show you don't need to pick up a sword to fight against the Empire. We all have our own parts to play. Okie doke. Let's go do this quest. Wait, you have an unlock for me? You have an Aether Crystal. Introduce a villager survivor to you. If you truly mean what you say, I have in mind to introduce you to someone. His name is Sayer, used by one of the Korea's finest workers. You have big news? What's going on, Raiden? That is way too big. Oh. That'll work. Have we met? Why, this is my boy. Has something happened to him? Thank heavens he is still safe. I tried to dissuade him from joining the Resistance, but he would not listen. We had a big fight, and he wound up sneaking out in the dead of night. It's the weight on my mind that learned that he does not resent me. However, the fact that he returned his bandana must mean he still intends to continue fighting. If his resolve is really that strong, then there's little chance of me convincing him to come home. I will continue to pray for his safe return. You got a ribbon for the Zenith? Damn. Well, don't you look like a Garland? Assuming I'm correct, could you help me deal with a little pest problem? Ever since the Empire outlawed the practice of all religions, been unable to pray at the hidden tier. Instead, I've decided to create a spot to the southwest where I could mourn the dead in secret. The problem is whether I leave the offerings of food for the deceased, those blasted robber rats gobble them all up for themselves. This is why I've created this. One whiff of it and those pests will be on their way, though they be sure to be on your guard. Some of them aggressive rats may attack you instead. Oh yay! I get to be attacked by rats! But I always wanted. I have ribbons for both login rewards guns now. Damn. Thank you for coming. I'm still waiting for a few of the villagers to arrive. The old bugger's treating us another one of those speeches I see. All I have to do is log in another 253 days where I can use this ribbon. How long do you plan to continue living this abject squalor, I ask you? It's high time we brought back the quarry that once made this proud hail from all Ghana. Some of you may have too young to remember, but the quarry used to mean everything to this village. Bloody hell's old codger's going to start harping on about the good old days. Time you opened your eyes, you daft bugger. Time long since this past when we could sell the stone here for a decent amount of kill. It's about time you face the facts. There's no coin to be had sweating away a life in this bloody quarry. Better be served by going out and hunting my own food. Just hear me out. If you give up on the quarry, you'll be given up on the village itself. Even the hardest of rocks will break if you keep chiseling away at it. Life's the same. Grandfather, that's enough. I can tell you now that no one here would claim to be happy with their lot, but there's nothing that can be done. You're remonstrating that everyone is hardly going to do any good. Sweet love. Well, what do you bloody expect with that attitude? No one's going to work to improve things, even when even courtiers such as yourself have next to no motivation. There's a reason you don't see much quarrying going on anymore. There's no demand for it. We can't get just by fauns the stones we've gathered in the past, and those we salvage from ruined buildings. Prosperity doesn't lie in wait for us at the quarry, only monsters. It's about time you realize they were lucky to live alive these days. Just to be alive these days. Come on, grandfather, just let's go home. Aww. Grandpa being abandoned. Blasted girl understands nothing. Of course, everything's going to seem pointless if you only sleepwalking through life. And who the hell is you anyway? Ain't you doing this for your own amusement? Indeed the sayer you speak of. Ragenfried sent you my way, you say. Ark was it. If you'll ask who thank for saving Wakreda, I can tell you more fire in your belly than this entire village. Perhaps you'll be able to see that I'm not crazy what these buggers think me. Vitality. Sleeping stones, the whole village would brim with vitality. I just summoned the beasts are gone from the quarry, then the villagers will surely see fit to help me restore it to its former glory. I know this is a lot to ask a complete surrender, but not if I'm spoiled for choice right now. Be able to rid the quarry of those damn monsters, bring back the stones, forever be in your debt. Okay. I don't know what you intend, but sure, why not? I'm doing anything else right now. Hearing you say bugger is like hearing a Brit say Z instead of Zed. How so? My main line is bugger me sideways and call me a saddle. I say bugger a lot, but then again, I'm a Brit myself. The accent makes it. Oh, you're scary looking, dude. Rud stud. Oh, I thought it said stud. Rud stud. You know that the Grenier are British? The Grenier are Australians. Well, which is it, damn it? It's a giant freaking rock. Yep. Fudge. Check the wiki. You mean more Australians in the Australian game? In the Canadian game, rather? Yeah, are Australian? Ask the people who made them. That works. Yup. Then again, how are they British? Always British. What you're saying is everything is British. Oh, what's he want now? You know, sleeping stones was restored. Would you mind gathering the village? Okay. You're a jerk. Australian Aborigine population is inbred and therefore genetically degenerate. They are the Grenier. Wow. That comparison. The fat white chocobo. Hey, you probably have the cloud. Still salty about the cloud. I don't. Britain hasn't gotten a chance yet. Madness. Well, they do, tell me, because I might actually get a chance at it. Were you riding a floating A the other day? Nah. Nah. Grandfather, let's stop this, shall we? No one's going to come. You better serve heading home and having a nap. And when you say I'm spouting nonsense, I know what this is. You branded together the others to think me mad, haven't you? How would you even think of such things? I only in your best interest at heart, grandfather. The fact that matter is that your quarry as much... Fact of the matter is that you can quarry as much as you want. If you're no one willing to buy the spoils, then it's meaningless. You are not as young as you once were, and the fool's errand is doing your health no favors. I can't bear watch you waste your life away any longer. Fool's errand? You consider it foolish to work towards a brighter future for Algana? Tell me, do you share my granddaughter's opinion? No need to hold back. God, do I want to be the dick? That destroy his grandfather's dreams. Do I want to be that dick? Be the dick. Be a knob. I think Sweet Love may be right. There's more of the one that saved with credit. I suppose it was foolish to me thinking an outsider would understand that Corian means to Algana. Listen, we'll understand you're trying to do what you think is best for the village we do, but you're going to have to accept sooner or later that nothing lasts forever. I was fool to ever consider others asking for help. You can hardly expect your words to mean anything to those who live without hope. It's me who will show you how it's done. Why does he have to be so thick-headed? It feels like every interaction we have nowadays inevitably ends in a huge kerfuffle. He has this nasty tendency of refusing to speak to me for hours after a fight as well. I'm truly sorry to involve you in this, but do you think you could talk to him in my stead? As the sun comes up. King Grandpa, Lord Creator. The girl who makes me wonder she's about as much gibberish at her age. Come to hear a story, have you? I'll tell you a story, my friend. The whole time, the quarry was the heart of Algana. Yes, those were the days. It didn't matter how long you spent quarrying away, there was always more stone to be cut if you were willing to pay for it. The industry supported many a family, let me tell you. There were some days when I'd take the cold, hard floor of the quarry as my bed instead of going home. Why, the only thing keeping me going half the time was the work song we used to sing. By Ragar, that's bloody it. Villagers hear those work songs once more, they're sure to change their minds about the quarry. But you're glad we're here to see the very moment save the village from ruin? Be a fantasy action video game. Give your players family drama to deal with. Finishing coming to terms with just how inspired my new plan is. Anyway, there's hell to hammer and chisel on you. The wonders of good work a song can do. After you've been singing a while, your swing starts to match the song's rhythm. Everything falls naturally into place. And you can work for hours and hours without even realizing it. Hammer in one hand, chills in another. Cutting up rocks, bring home to mother. Rock become Gil, Gil becomes a house. Our hearts the quarry has no need for a spouse. And songs meander along in a similar vein after that. The ending, however, is quite something. Specklestone edges off layers, sell not the stone to a kindly prayer, and they search for the pebbles, young maidens revels. That's how it finishes. Specklestone edge of a layer refers to changing patterns that adorn the rock found deep underground. The rocks closest to the edges of each layer are the most brittle you see, and the prayer of the song exists as a warning to never sell an inferior stone. Although you'd struggle to find a quarry that doesn't know as much, now it's not to say search for pebbles, young maidens revels, part of which I find curious. I believe it's referring to a jewel of some kind. After all, you've hardly given young lass any old pebble you happen to find. No, only the finest jewels would do. If you're able to somehow take a gander at stone mentioned in the song, probably impossible, mind you, the closest fissure where I could stand a chance of finding is right next to an Imperial stronghold. That being said, I might be able to find something to keep me safe from harm. Ooh, throw a tomato at him. So we're going from a quarry to becoming a diamond mine. Okay. Just a teensy upgrade, you know, just a small one. Just a small one. Don't worry about it. Not important. They've been quarrying for years and they could have been extracting diamonds. No one will buy diamonds, right? No market in diamonds. Yes, I know how to spell. I don't know how to say diamonds instead of diamonds. Hey, bud. Wish that would pierce things. Damn cool if it did. Oh, use beckon? Fine work. I suppose it's time for me to do my part. Damn diamonds. Feast your eyes on this ore, popped right from the chisel lay along the layers of rock. My guess is it could be used to craft and fetch and jewel. I hurry back to the village and set about examining it in further detail. Okay. Wait, I need to go do this quest over here. My egg has returned. Egg is best mount. Robber Rat, why? Why must you be mean? Get out of here. More random quests for everyone. Ooh, you have a ring. What were your favorites when he sang? Probably when he was singing. Now they're singing random songs. What do you need me to do? Oh, yay! Someone I have to go save again. Spooky stone. there another... Not a passageway up here. Lies! Go the long way around. Lies! I just realized that I need to go. I realized it about a half hour ago, but I need to go actually call my father, or there will be hell to pay from my mother. How am I finding the story? I like it so far. Thanks for the help. Wait, I have to do that a bunch? Ah, there's the last one. This quest chain is rather long. That's it. They actually talk, that'd be hilarious. They're just like, that's it. You know what? I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to jump off the freaking waterfall. Wait, I need to aggro him first. Come on. Come on. Follow me off the waterfall. I know you want to. Aw. Whee! Worth it. I'm disappointed that none of the enemies took the opportunity to slap you with 1 HP. Nah. But wait, where is... A word of relief here to hear he's unharmed. Although I struggle to try and relax when he says he's safe and sound. Foolhardy it goes to me and not worried him. Executing like you're already in the grave, my love. I can assure you there's nothing to worry about here. He returns triumphant! Found what we were after in no time. Assuming there's no meat in hand, we were able to start trading with the goldsmiths of Ul'dah. That is, of course, assuming the day we were free of the Empire actually comes. Regardless, the only thing I think is hiding the fact that the work's on. Take a look for yourself. Stunning. When I gaze upon it, I almost dare to believe that could be a bright future for our village. But wait, where is... I already did this. Thank you. There's another quest. Quest chain. What? Luckless merchant. Why do I have to help you? Why? In the stolen sack. What if I don't wanna? You know what? I'm gonna come back to you. Main story quest time. Can I pick none of them? Because they all slaughter each other? Kriela's with Y'shtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kriela says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skulls Commander cut down Mifrid. A single blow, that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. God's help me if I ever. No, not now. Not with the generals waiting. Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Crania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
When Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varys' heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
We fight and we fight and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma. I have a feeling you're about to tell us. We fight and we fight and we keep on fighting until we win.
Come now, even you have your limits. But then, so too must he. One legatus ruling two provinces a world apart. Yes, divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
No. It goes without saying, but signs alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. I'm quite certain that the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can go and assess the situation ourselves to see what can be done. Lest you doubt the good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls who the impossible task in Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be monumental in scope, but is no less important to the multitudes whom we have freed from the imperial oppression, whom we will free. For me, says Master Kemp, I just think of Ross Kemp in the middle of Alamigo filming the war with the Guardians. Hello, sail. Where a man goes alone, there is life, and when there is life, there is cause for hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. Before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Orthard is not exactly over the river and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go! I am one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather TheArkaras, but before we discuss that, there's another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain and serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Alphino, it would have been quicker to just ask and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose. Oh, ahem. Would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Arnvald and the others? Yes, Alphino, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip and don't you dare return without a gift. Oh no, I would not dream of it. Right then, Sister Arkaras, gather your things. We are for Limsa Liminsa. Hello? 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 Thank you. Super Marshal Brixton is in need of a soldier. A moment, if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to twin adder, overseeing occupation of Orlis for the interim. As mentioned, I realized it would be attending the matters with great, small, and concerning the realm. Though it would go without saying that you must also uphold the obligation of Maelstrom, blah blah blah. Wait, how did you fix that? Has had that so much history and had to keep restarting? I just shook the mouse enough, apparently. I mean, it can't be Griffin's Bane herself. No other title and aptly fits your power. Pity that no one else seems to think yet, so it brings the illustration of Griffin's Bane here to cast her influence. You also are blue. Why are you blue? Go to self wiggle more. Side quests unfortunately don't have very much of an impact on the main story. Please go do this errand that I've been meaning to do. Please go collect my undies from the line outside. It's the kind of crap that we're dealing with. Everything she sees is blue inside and out. Probably. Oh, my chocobo! go. Thick, overgrown chicken again. Always. Why, Bear Senpai? Why do I have to kill Bear Protagonist? Why you do this, Bear Protagonist? Fucker healed. Yeah, not for long, Owen. I need to go. I forgot it was Father's Day. It is Father's Day, yeah. What's she doing? What's she doing? Yes. Yeah, I need to get some food too, so probably what I'm gonna do is make an order to Jimmy John's and have that delivered. Hopefully deliver it before they close. Like, need to make my order immediately. I honestly would have preferred it to have been on Monday. What can you do? Because the whole time that I literally can't leave the house right now because it means that I could potentially be logged out of the game, and when you have to sit in queue for 2.5 hours just to play the game, it's not cool. What is this all about? Like, I have to, like, literally, I went and got in the shower today. I literally put, because I just logged into the game, I literally put the end of a spoon in my keyboard so that I could just sit there and twirl and not get logged out by the AFK timer. Yeah, if I get disconnected tonight, that's just it. Like, that's it for Stormblood. How you doing, Owen, though? Has everyone no more lightning blood and rain blood? It's just clear sky blood. I think I've been a little bit better. My ear, I think I have an ear infection. Have you ever played Dragon Age? Yes, I have. Regrettably. Dragon Age is not. Dragon Age is not what I would call a very good game, but hey. The Comet's Tail. Ooh, pretty. It kind of makes sense, but a little strange and cold. I was hoping he would be done. Why must you do this? Of course she runs off. I have not played Subnautica at all. Ever. I've watched a bunch of it, though. Why are we going into the creepy underground tunnel? Oh, we're capturing somebody. Capturing a wounded Imperial. It's the quest that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Alright, Owen. Have fun, Owen. Ron's Wild Ride. Seems he's finally fit to speak. I remind you that you didn't be standing here if you hadn't found a cave. Escaped from a facility, he'd lost his memory, otherwise mentally unstable, so he knew he couldn't have gone far. Many years ago, a group of prisoners relocated to Bittermill to assist in Garland's more unorthodox experiments. We wanted to create a new chemical weapon, one that would leave buildings untouched while killing anyone and everyone it came into contact with. Black Rose, I believe it was called. That's horrible. Their intention was to drive back Eorzean forces without wasting any of their own on the front lines. Of course, they wouldn't know if they really worked without willing volunteers, and that was a better place than the village, long since abandoned by its people. Not a single prisoner survived, their test proving a resounding success. It was only a matter of time before Black Rose would be deployed, or so they thought. To the surprise of many, the project was shut down before Black Rose could ever be used. Order came from Legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion, the interim leader of the Algmedian province, Gaius van Balsar. The Black Wolf would not allow the senseless murdering of the Eorzean people. He saw them as future subjects of the Empire to be ruled, not savages to be slaughtered. Everyone was to be destroyed, but the man behind the project would not see his work wasted and ran off the last remaining samples of Black Rose. He was promptly apprehended, but he'd already hidden away his work. They used every heinous tool at their disposal to make him talk, yet he would not, or rather could not, tell him where he hid it. The doctor said had already gone mad and couldn't remember a thing. I only remember some of his experiments went wrong and ruined his mind in the process. That means that man we found earlier. Aye, that's him. Grill Marius, former head of research of the 14th Imperial Legion. Can't believe the innocent mess of a man with scientists heard of the Garland. Think we've heard enough. Thank you for your cooperation. It was entirely if Bittermill was used for their experiments. It would be no easy feat to do away with evidence of such a massive operation, nor would they be so lingering traces of their lurk. And if they couldn't dispose of it, the option would be to bury it. Ark, we have to go back to Bittermill. But I don't want. Whoa. Bait here. The quest that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend.
Bitch, I'm adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Found something? Oh, piss off. Thank you. Found something. Looking at it could be, so he's telling the truth after all. Ah. Blah 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 blah. Trying to do the dungeons blind so I can experience them. I regret it all. Yay, the quest to never end has finally ended. Alphino. Oh, he's upstairs. Need a drowning wench. Yes. I think he is. TheArkaras should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. If merely lending us a pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly, you're right, much as we are traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without an impossibly large fuel reserve. So say nothing of inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then it's equally infeasible to sail a Orson Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with one other option. Ah, speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting, may I present you Captain Carvalian of the Kraken Arms. Wait, we're going on a pirate vessel? The Kraken Arms, don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed agreement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one of the speaker mind. I, on the other hand, am a very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. Ah, but where was I? Oh yes, the Science of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of the certain extenuating circumstances. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God's faring merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law as set forth by an infallible keeper of peace. But more to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I for one think this captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul come to grief out there on the waves. When we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragic tale of how the heir to House Durandale vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to misfortunes that many befall would we act without due discretion. But so long as you're prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I'm willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of recent rebellion, I truly understand that I cannot deliver you to Dome itself. I can take you only as far as Kugain and Higashi. You will require time to procure sufficient provision and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Okay. Suddenly, all those Tataru pass cavorting, camping at the Forgotten Night seem to be rather better spent, do they not? That said, I have intended to press the point more obliquely, and there's something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Carvalian squirm. Ooh, pants. I say we should heed the captain's advice and tend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will proceed necessary supplies. Alisail and I should be grateful and that we'd use the time to brief Urger on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relative safety procedure in the event of emergency at sea. How prudent of you. Very well, I shall go speak with them. What of Arkaras and Lys? I would like the two of them to return to Revenant Soul and speak with our Doman allies. Fear we're not too little of our homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Alright, guys. I need to make an order for food. Hopefully it's not too late. And then I also need to make a call to wish my dad happy Father's Day, or I'll hear no end of it from my mother later. So I'm gonna go. I'll be back in probably about 2 hours or so. 2-3 hours. See how things go. And then we'll convene, hopefully continue this. I'll see you guys all then. Have fun. Make a 4:15 a.m. pot noodle. Have fun with that, Jamie. I'll catch you guys all later. Have fun. Bye-bye.